Hey, Aramide here. After my trip in New York, this is me going back to India. And first things first, first things first. Yeah, because of time, my sister didn't get to make my hair for me, so we ended up making it at the back of the car. Shout out to Malik for letting us make my hair in his car. I'm sure that it was tough for him to clean all the hair that would have dropped in his car. Anyway, he picked us up from my uncle's place, and then also shout out to my little cousin Abdul Razak. He was teaching me to play chess, but the time was too short. I don't know much about chess, but in my opinion, he's a chess whiz kid because, like I said, I don't know much, and he just beat me like under a minute. Like, I literally made the move, and he's like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, lucky in." And yep, he just finished me. Anyway, because my sister and I were leaving the same day, which to make it easier for whoever was going to drop us at the airport, and she was going to London via British Airways, and I was going to Delhi via Kuwait City and Kuwait Airways. So I just told the person who took us to the airport, his name is Abdul Malik, like he should just drop us at the terminal where British Airways is, and I'll take the
We
train
are
or the
arriving at
shuttle
Terminal
to
4.
the airport. So because Kuwait City flies from Terminal 7, which is this place. So after we dropped off my older sister Hadiza, which you probably have seen in some of my other videos, like the Little Italy video and amongst others, and then I took the train and came all the way to Terminal 7. It was easy for me because when we arrived, I literally did the same thing. I got off at Terminal 7, I believe, and then I took the train to meet her at the terminal where British Airways drops, and my uncle picked us up from there. So Terminal 7 is not very big. It's a small terminal, but I mean it does the job. Had like a little place, little duty free where you could buy chocolates and stuff. And then I actually went to get donuts from Dunkin' Donuts because I was really hungry and I wanted to have something before the food will be served on the plane. I didn't want to go hungry for a really long time. So after I got my donut, I came back and this queue that you're seeing was for my aircraft for the flight I was about to board, which is Kuwait City, Kuwait Airways, which goes to Kuwait City, which is the capital of Kuwait, and then from there disperses to other places. So this is the donut I got, and you see, people are even still boarding at that point. And you see, this is it's quite spacious, and let's see how many anyway, back to me blabbing. And then the first dish was served after a few hours. I was watching the Minecraft movie, and the food was there was cheesecake, which was nice because of the all the days I spent in New York, I didn't get time to eat, the cheesecake there. So it was nice that I got that on the flight. And there was this rice and meatballs. I forgot what type of rice it was, but it was actually tasty. Like the food was, I mean, okay. It wasn't the greatest food I've had on flight, but it was good. So what I did was I put like I think I had half of the meatballs left, so I just put it in the bun that were given, and that actually slapped. That was really really nice. That hit. And why am I looking left and right like Sarah, my younger sister in the plane? And this was me trying the cheesecake. And it was good. I'm sure cheesecake was really good. And then when I was trying cheesecake, I remembered my friend Sneha was like, "Oh my god, bring me cheesecake from New York." I mean, I didn't get to eat any New York, but I got to eat out of New York. So win-win for me, I guess. And this, I mean, it was pretty spacious. And then after watching the Minecraft movie, then I watched the Angry Bird 2. I think I'd watched it before, but I forgotten, so I just watched it again. And then the sound from my screen wasn't working for some reason. So I was playing the movie on two screens. That's my screen and the one beside me because no one was sitting there. And then I connected the speaker, the headphones to the other screen, and I was watching. And this is me struggling to stay awake. I mean, just sleep from. Anyway, from New York to Kuwait City was about 13 hours, I think. And this was breakfast now, so we're getting closer to landing. I see my sister did a good job with the hair, even though it was in, I thought I'd put it in her CV, ability to adjust in the weirdest places, I guess. And the hair came out really nice and everything. And this was breakfast. So the breakfast was potato frittatas and some fruits and bun as well, and some other, yeah, frittatas. That's like some egg and spinach, whatever, whatever, and potatoes. And the mushrooms were actually really nice. And there's a tomato there also. And there's an auntie yawning behind me. Anyway, so the flight was hitch free. Thank God for that. And because Kuwait City is a Middle Eastern flight, there was a lot of Arabic being spoken. And at this point, we were close to our destination, about 1 hour from. Okay, so when you're going from Kuwait City, it's longer, and then when you're coming back, it's shorter. So when I boarded the flight, I asked the air hostess if I could see the cockpit, right? And they were like, oh, they will try to ask. And this was me listening to the Quran a bit before getting off the plane. And yeah, so they said they were going to ask the pilot for me if it was possible. So later, one of the head cabin crew came and she was like, I'm not sure we'll be able to do it. But I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It's okay. So, but when we, like just few minutes before we landed, the head cabin crew came to me and she was like, the pilot says if you can wait behind, he doesn't mind showing you. And this is the shadow of our aircraft just as we're about to land. So at this point, I was like super excited because the last time I saw inside of a cockpit was like when I was like 8 years old. I mean, then I was a child traveling unaccompanied. So, I mean, they could literally just do whatever I wanted for me. But as a grown up, it's kind of harder to get people to do stuff for you sometimes. But I stayed behind and I got to the cockpit. Then I asked the pilot why the trip was shorter on our way back. Like, is there a shortcut or something? So he explained to me that when you're flying westward, like from the east to the west, right? That's like from the Middle East, you're going to like New York and stuff like that. The flight is a little bit longer because you're flying against the wind. But when you're flying back from like New York to Kuwait City, which we're doing here, it is shorter because the wind is aiding you. So it's like, I don't know if anyone watching this drives cars, right? You know when you're driving and you're in the tailwind of another car, so it kind of like, I mean, if you watch Formula One, you get what I'm saying. It kind of makes you move faster. So that's basically why going back, the time is shorter than, when you're like going back to the east, the time is shorter than when you're going to the west. And this was the lounge in Kuwait City. So when I was going, because I had just like 1 or 2 hours, I didn't use the lounge. And this was on my way back. I had a few hours to burn. So I went into the lounge, and from the lounge, you could see the tarmac, and you could see you could see some planes there. So the lounge is upstairs and downstairs, and downstairs has lots of seats, and then upstairs has lots of seats as well. But because of how small the airport and the lounge is compared to a lot of airports, they're very strict with their time limits. Like you had to just spend 3 hours and not more than that. And this was duty free. I got some chocolate, which you probably saw a few seconds earlier, just to have a few things to give my friends. And this was our gate, waiting for our plane to Delhi. And this is me looking cute. And then this is me. Okay, this is sped up, so that's why it looks like I'm running, but I'm not running. I was like literally the first person to board. Why was I the first person to board? I don't even remember, but I was just there and I was able to board first, like literally the first person. And this was an Airbus 330 neo, I think. It had a 242 configuration. So one thing about Kuwait Airways is the fleet has small planes, which makes it kind of cheaper for them to manage because they can fill up smaller planes faster than they will fill up bigger planes. And here, the seat was a little bit less spacious compared to the Boeing. Like with the Boeing, I had more leg space. I mean, I'm not the tallest person. I'm between 5'5" to 5'8", depending on who's asking and what shoes I'm wearing. Anyway, so no, not 5'5", please. Between 5'6" to 5'8". Yeah, I never go beyond 5'8", but I'm definitely taller than 5'5". 5'6", 5'7", 5'8". Yeah, that's what I use anyway, depending on where I'm feeling height details. Yeah, anyway, so we're on board and we are all sat, and okay, this is us about to take off.
Cabin crew, take your seats for takeoff.
this was our first meal. I think they just gave us a snack later on because from Kuwait City to Delhi was just like a 2 hour flight or something, so it was pretty short. And ordered some rice and chicken. It wasn't great, but just okay to fill up your stomach. Oh, also during the like longer legs, right, of the flight, they usually have like a snack bar behind where you can just not a snack bar really like you're in first class or something, just like a small the gully where they keep all the trolleys and stuff. They just spread out some drinks and some snacks, and you can just go there and help yourself. Like, so yeah, you can just go there and help yourself. But it wasn't great really. So I don't think I went more than once to get biscuit or something. So, and I slept a lot and just watched like 2 movies during the first flight. Then during this flight, I tried to watch the Mario Brothers movie, but I was so sleepy and tired. And one thing I also try to do whenever I'm flying or traveling somewhere that I would tend to spend more time is if I have like more time in transit. If I have like a small hand luggage or a backpack, I always try to put like a change of clothes and change of underwears inside so that I can find something, and then also my toothbrush and toothpaste. And so that way wherever I get to I can always refresh and at least just look slightly better, because if you want to start packing like pants like trousers or something, that's like more weight, but you can always just put in an extra t-shirt or a shirt or whatever rolls your boat. And then I watched this movie too, The Spy. I think this My Spy, sorry. It was actually really funny. I enjoyed the movie. This small girl there was crazy. If you've not seen it, please watch. I think there's a part two, but I haven't seen part two. I want to this one on the plane, and it was nice. So Kuwait City doesn't really have an extensive library of movies like Delhi does, but they did try. And this was us close to Delhi, and you can see the Delhi skylines. Let's say skylines. Area view. You can see the area view looking into Delhi, and there's light. Anybody that knows what I'm saying there's light will know what I'm saying there's light. But yeah, there's light, and this is us descending gradually. And there's something the plane does. I mean, for people who haven't flown before that might be watching this, so it doesn't just go down, it goes like left, right, it just goes gently, and it's descending gently. And before I used to hate like the landing, I'm serious, I used to hate landing until the first time I was on the Emirates aircraft, like years and years, I think it was like 2014. The landing was, let me say, perfect. And I think since then I haven't been so scared of landing anyway. And from here you can see how close we are to the ground. You can see Delhi and the lights in Delhi and stuff. And I stay in Jaipur, so Delhi wasn't even my final destination. No, final destination sounds like that fatal movie. So yeah, so my last stop wasn't Delhi. And because Kuwait City doesn't fly from Jaipur, it flies from Delhi. And it was the cheapest flight I saw. So I was like, I mean, with that from Jaipur to Delhi, you can find almost any type of vehicle going. You can go by train also, but the time this flight was landing, no train would, be available. But there are different types of buses, and I'm very, very familiar with, that route and the buses and stuff like. I mean, you can go by car also, but to be honest, I'm usually scared just being in a random person's car on a long journey alone with them. So I usually prefer taking the buses, where it's leaving from the bus stop and it's going to the bus stop. People know that it is on the road, just to be safe as much as one can in this crazy, crazy world. So yeah, we landed Delhi. I think my flight landed around, I think around 12 or, yeah, it landed around 12 or something. And the train, so from the airport, there's the metro gets to the airport, and the metro won't run until like 5 a.m. So because initially I thought maybe I'll find somewhere to sleep, but then I was checking hotels, and all of them I was just seeing really bad reviews. I'm like, man, it's too late to go and put myself here. Why don't I just, because I know buses run midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., you definitely find a bus at the bus stop. So I was like, oh yeah, and this is business class also. And one day we'll get to explore business class as well. But for now, let's enjoy ourselves in economy. And this is Delhi when you arrive Delhi. And the first time I ever arrived in Delhi, I still remember they came with that car thing that they used to help you. And look at me how tired I am here. And I was like, how much is this? And she's like, it's free. I'm like, are you sure it's free? Because where I come from, not a lot of things are free. Anyway, this is the Delhi airport too. So this is the Delhi, this is the immigration side, left side Indians, right side foreigners, and this is outside the airport. And from here, I was looking for a cab. I wanted to take an Uber actually, and then this cab guy was like, somebody else is going to the bus, not the bus stop, but your way, so at least it will be cheaper and stuff like that. So I got in, and then I got to the bus. So I had to wait at the dollar coin station for like 1-2 hours before the bus came. And then the bus, they call it sleeper buses because you can literally sleep, like you can lie down and stuff. And this was us on our way. You see, I also have to keep my shoes. I got a drink too from the lounge. And this is the first rest stop that the bus stopped. But I didn't even want to eat anything. I just wanted to get back home and take a shower. So, you could use the bathroom, usually clean. And this is the bus I took because this was the only bus that was leaving around the time that I was leaving. And that is it. I hope I haven't talked your ears off. Oh, if you haven't followed, please subscribe, like, and follow, and tell your friends also. If you're subscribing, you're following. God, I'm talking too much again. Anyway, thank you very, very, very much for watching this. Aramide signing out. Love y'all.